Okay, so accessibility at conventions, part four. This is an example of sort of what I was talking about in the last video, which was about how, like conventions don't do a very good job remembering that some disabilities can be different. And so watch that if you haven't in the early ones. But anyway, so this example is about when you get to a convention center early and they line you up before being let into the main exhibit hall. So bad example is a convention that had everybody lined up in the hallway, and then you walk up with your accessibility badge and you're like, hey, where do I wait for accessibility? And they point to just this like tiny little alcove that has no chairs, and it's like just hidden by a wall. And you look over and people are like standing there with canes, like struggling. So yeah, my guess is this company just thinks that everybody who is accessibility is in a wheelchair or a scooter. And that's just not how the world works. So thumbs down for you, Fan Expo Philadelphia. Fair warning, they're gonna get a thumbs down in a lot of future videos. So yeah, you did not do a very good job there. A good example is AwesomeCon in Washington, D.C. So what AwesomeCon does is they have everybody waiting in a separate room. They do have more space. So that's why they're in a separate room and not the hallway. But anyway, so you get to this room, you're like, okay, where does accessibility wait? And they have this whole corner like set aside with like a sign that it's accessibility. Plenty of room for wheelchairs and scooters. Also plenty of chairs. Like it's just like the chairs are like lining this area. It's also right next to a set of bathrooms. It's further away from the noise and stimulation. It is right next to the elevators, which is how you are led down before the rest of the lines start moving. Because, like when people are there that early and the lines start to move, like these people are on a mission. So it's also about safety. So again, like this section to wait works for people in wheelchairs and scooters. It works for people who just have difficulty standing or like can't sit on the floor by giving them these chairs. It works for people who need to make sure that they have easy and fast access to bathrooms. It works for people who may need less stimulation. Like it just, is it perfect? No, but it's, way more inclusive and way better than this like hidden alcove that has no chairs, no nothing. Like you're blocked, anyway. So that's just a very quick example of how a company can try to be inclusive to different accessibility needs versus a company that just has no idea what the hell they're doing, and thinks that everyone is just in a wheelchair or a scooter. And honestly, the space that's there with the corner, is difficult for wheelchairs and scooters to maneuver anyway. So the whole thing is just bad. But anyway, so that is just my very quick example of what I mean when I say that, they need to do a good job making sure that they're trying to accommodate a variety of disabilities and a variety of those needs. So more to come, lots of things to talk about. I look forward to making more videos in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.